you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
What is up, Raider Nation? I'm your host, Samora Raider, and let's get right into your Nation News. Raiders released quarterback Kyle Slaughter and defensive back Robert Jackson off of the practice squad. With that being said, the Raiders wasted no time replacing them by signing offensive lineman Dan Skipper and defensive back Tony Brown to the practice squad. Some good news though, your favorite throwing Samoan, Marcus Mariota, is coming off of IR and most likely will be playing in this week's matchup versus the Denver Donkeys. Defensive end Carl Nassib returns to practice after having a personal day off yesterday. Madden 22 is planning to remove our former coach John Gruden from the game and replacing him with a generic coach. It seems like Madden does everything but fix the gameplay. Am I right? Now, there was a quote that I seen on Twitter from an anonymous player on the Raiders team talking about Coach Gruden and having Rich Bisaccia as our interim head coach. And this is what it said. It does suck that we lost Coach Gruden. What he said in those emails are not cool at all. I will say he's never said anything racist around me. I can only speak for myself, but I know my teammates are not folding up. We will fight for Coach Rich. We all love him more than people on the outside even know. I don't know one guy who has given up, not one. But if there is one, then step aside and let someone take that spot who wants it. Please tell the fans that we are not done fighting. Last week was rough. This week will be as well mentally, but we need to block out the noise and focus on the job, which is winning on Sundays. And this Sunday, that starts in Denver. Thanks, bro, for the support. Even though John Gruden is not in the building no more, even though he's not the coach anymore, it's good to see that some of his former players are still supporting him. Not supporting the email that he wrote, but still supporting him as a person and as a former coach. Trayvon Mullen posted a picture on Instagram a couple of days ago when all of this broke out, and this is what he had in the caption, saying, "It's about how you finish. Got you, JG." Now, obviously, he's talking about John Gruden. Obviously, we started off this season off strong, and these past 2 weeks have been really, really tough for the team, especially this last game against the Chicago Bears. I know some of these players had a lot of things on their mind, especially with the email being put out there right before the game. So hopefully moving forward, we can finish off this season strong. Like he said, it's not about how you start, but how you finish, and that's what we definitely need to do, especially if we want to go into the playoffs this season. Now, even our quarterback, Derek Carr, came forward, talked about the situation, saying that he still has love for John Gruden. He doesn't agree with anything that he said in his emails, but at the end of the day, he supports the guy, he supports the man himself, and still has a lot of love for him. And that's what we need. You know, we need a lot more people like Derek Carr going out there and still supporting people no matter what they said in their past, what they did in their past, instead of just knocking a guy down while he's already down.
Don't get me wrong. I love the man. You hate the sin, you know, like for me. You hate for anybody. No one's perfect, you know. If we just started opening up everybody's private emails and texts, you know, people would start sweating a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully not too many, you know. But maybe that's what they should do for all coaches and GMs and owners from now on, is open up. You got to open up everything.
And man, he just took the words right out of my mouth. I've been saying this, especially in my last video, that they need to release all the emails. They need to keep that same energy, because I know dang well that John Gruden isn't the only one. But the funny thing is, if we were to release everybody's emails, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of vacant positions in the NFL. And one thing that I really liked hearing from Derek Carr was him just saying that no one is perfect. And that's absolutely right, because I know everybody's, you know, they got some dirt on themselves. So instead of just bringing my dude down, let's just pray for John Gruden and his family moving forward. Now, the last person that kind of showed some love towards John Gruden as well was our tight end, Darren Waller.
I mean, it's disappointing, but I'm somebody that comes from the space of I want to offer somebody grace and allow them to, you know, learn from what they may have done. You know, that's what I'm trying to do right now for Coach, because I know a lot of people may want to cancel him, but at the same time, like, where do we offer grace for him to learn and grow?
Again, it's good to see that some of our players are still supporting him. I know it's not easy for a lot of people to take in. Heck, Carl Nassib is a guy that is affected by some of the things that John Gruden said in his past, which is why he took that day off yesterday. Like I said, if we want to make it into the playoffs, we got to put all this aside and just try to overcome this adversity. Now let's move on over to our interim head coach, Rich Bisaccia. Now, I do want to remind you guys of his accolades, because Why not? Bisaccia is 61 years old, has 20 years of experience in the NFL as a special teams coach. From 2002 to 2010, he was with the Buccaneers as their special teams coach. From 2011 to 2012, he was a special teams coach for the Chargers. From 2013 to 2017, he was the special teams coach for the Cowboys. And from 2018 to now, he's been the special teams coach for the Raiders, now our interim head coach. Now, I did see a funny tweet out there from some haters out there, on how they expect Rich Bisaccia to act as our new head coach.
All I can do right now is put on a brave face and go out there and be their leader.
It's over. We are screwed.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty funny to me at first. I mean, The Office never gets old, but I know that's far from what Bisaccia is gonna do with this team. It's just good to see that Bisaccia finally gets his chance to prove himself as a head coach moving forward. The last time the Raiders had an interim head coach take over was back in 2014 when Tony Sparano took over as our head coach after we fired Dennis Allen after a 0-4 start. Dennis Allen was one of the worst coaches that we've ever had in these past couple of years. But I am optimistic with Bisaccia at the head. And I know a lot of people look at this guy like, oh, this dude is old. He's an old man, doesn't even know how to control the team or whatnot. And they don't even know if this guy has that same energy that John Gruden brought in the locker room. And I would have to disagree with you because I've seen a clip surfacing around social media showing you guys that Rich Bisaccia can definitely keep that same energy.
I don't give a fuck how much money you make. You cannot buy them. The first thing is your fucking health. Second one is love. But you better love what you do or else you don't really want to get up in the morning to do it. And then the last one is time. How many years, Zach Martin? 4. We won a championship yet?
No.
You won one yet, Whit?
No.
It's fucking moving. When you play this game, it's a grind. It's hard. You gotta love every second of it or get the fuck out. Get the fuck out and don't do it.
And man, if that doesn't want to make you run through a door, then I don't know what will. Not only can he keep that same energy, but players respect Bisaccia. Former Raiders safety Eric Amaliability Harris tweeted a tweet after he was named our interim head coach and said, "Man is respected throughout the entire building. Like players get, he's always had that special teams label. Now is his time." Wide receiver Bryce Butler even has something nice to say, tweeting, "Rich Bisaccia is probably my favorite coach I had in the league. I believe the Raiders will respond to him well. At least that is my hope." And last but not least, Max Crosby in his presser yesterday said that he had a special relationship with Rich Bisaccia ever since he came to the Raiders.
I've had a special relationship with him since I've gotten here. He's one of the greatest men I know. He's a great leader. The dude has been nothing but a positive influence in my life. So when they said, he was going to be our new head coach, it brought a smile to my face. I'm really looking forward to, having him as a leader on this team.
Now we finally got to hear Rich Bisaccia come forward and speak to the media, address the media as our interim head coach yesterday in his presser. And to me, I would say it was one of the most entertaining pressers that I've been a part of these past couple of weeks, not only because of Rich, but because of the chat. We was having a good time. Low-key, we were roasting my dude, but at the end of the day, we was having a good time talking about Rich Bisaccia, and my guy was like all over the place. And tell me why, when I watched him on the presser, this dude reminded me so much of Bill Goldberg. He even kept stepping off of the camera like he was gonna go out there and spear somebody. In all seriousness, Rich came forward and started off his presser with a statement saying that there is no one person bigger than the Shield, and he's absolutely right.
We all have a responsibility here and have to be accountable to our words and our actions. No one person is bigger than the Raiders Shield.
And he confirmed what we all already knew, which is Greg Olsen will be taking over play calling on the offensive side of the ball. No more John Gruden. It's all going to be on Greg Olsen, and Derek Carr will be an extension of that on the field. Rich definitely has my respect, especially as a Raider fan, and seeing him yesterday choke up a bit after, announcing himself as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, man, it was a great sight to see. And I know this dude has been working hard to get to this moment. So hopefully Rich can take advantage of this opportunity. To
have an opportunity to be the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders? Wow, right? So I guess really that's the only thing I'm gonna get choked up about. Holy shit. So, I can't say that.
At the end of the day, we'll see how this team responds to adversity when we go up against the Denver Broncos this weekend. So, Raider Nation, What are your thoughts on Rich Bisaccia being our new interim head coach moving forward? And do you think that we still have a chance to make the playoffs this season? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this episode of Nation News. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this is your boy Samoa Raider, and your boy is, yeah.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.